So I was an anxious child growing up. I don't know why, but because like I had a good home life and everything. Like I have wonderful parents and stuff like that. A loving family, extended family. It's very close. We all love each other and would spend a lot of time with each other. But excuse me. I remember even as a child just imagining these worst case scenario things happening. I'd be laying in bed and thinking about our house catching on fire and having to in the middle of the night try and get out of the house. Or during, I grew up in the Midwest, tornado season. We didn't get a lot of tornadoes in Ohio, but we had some mornings a couple times where we had to,
especially not
go
in Akron,
downstairs.
because Akron was pretty hilly. So
Yeah. So, but still, I had a real fear of a tornado coming, laying in bed, especially at night, when I would be going to sleep, because if something happens while I'm not awake, I'm not aware of it, and so I would be concerned, and so I would just imagine these awful things, or somebody breaking into our house, or just imagining these worst case scenarios to happening. And even in third grade, I had my parents thought I had a stomach ulcer. And so I remember going to the doctor, and they gave me some medication that was to help with my stomach issues and stuff. And it was because basically I was stressed. A stressed out third grader. I was so stressed that I almost had stomach, they were trying to prevent, I didn't have an ulcer, but they were trying to prevent that from happening, because I was having a lot of stomach issues that acid reflux and stuff like that comes with stress sometimes. And so even as an adult, I have to actively fight against worst case scenarios happening in my mind. It's funny, I heard somebody say once, or I read it in a book somewhere, that our imaginations must be a really powerful tool that God gives us if the enemy hijacks it all the time to imagine these worst case scenarios, or 100%. The worst things going the worst. So I believe that our imaginations are a divine tool that the Lord has given us for good, rather than the enemy hijacking it to imagine worst case scenario things happening, or the worst things going in the worst way possible.